The only head and shoulder that you must trade is this one that I'm showing you right now. This is the only head and shoulder structure that you must trade. If you don't see this, don't open a trade on the head and shoulder. Okay, the only head and shoulder that you need is this one, where the first one, the first shoulder is lower than the next shoulder. Okay, so if you can check clearly here, you can see that we are actually on the upper. This market is going up because the first shoulder is on the low, and then the second shoulder is on the high. Okay, if you can put a line, you can see that this market is going up. This is the only head and shoulder that you are trading. And as the basics, you know that you only open a buy when the market breaks this net legs. They call it net legs. You can call it whatever you want, or you can call it a neg or anything. But as soon as the market breaks this one, you can take a buy. Okay, market when go down and create this head and shoulder like this, and then when the market breaks here, you can actually take a buy. But it is the most important thing to understand that you must make sure that the first shoulder is lower than the second shoulder. Actually, this market is going like this. You can see this shoulder and this shoulder. We want this. Okay, that's the only legit head and shoulder that we are taking. Okay, let's look another one. This time I'm going to show you the one that is not legit. Okay, this one here, you can see this one and this one. What do you see here? You see the downtrend. Okay, you can see that this one and this one is actually like this. So you can't take this head and shoulder and say that you are trading head and shoulder. You can see it's going down. The first shoulder is on the higher, and then the second shoulder is on the low, and we don't want this. We want this and this to be like this, not like this. Okay, so once you see this and this like this, you don't call this head and shoulder. Okay, you must be careful on that one. So let's go on and check another one. Okay, yeah, we have this one here and this one here. Okay, you can see it's going down. It's not actually giving us the head and shoulder that we want. You can see higher, lower. We don't want this unless if it's inverted, and you can see it was just another story. Unless if it's inverted in shoulder. Okay, so we want this kind of head and shoulder. Okay, if you can look clearly, this is lower and then this is higher. You can see. All right, and then it broke here. Okay, this is what we want before we buy. We want this. We don't want a situation where the market did this. This is not what we want. Okay, we want this, exactly this. 1 2, you can see, and then it broke there. Okay, don't just trade any head and shoulder. First, make sure that your head and shoulder is going to your direction. Okay, yeah, there's this one here and this one here, if you can check. And I want to specify the issue of support and resistance. When you mark support and resistance, don't leave out these things, these tails, don't leave them. Okay, don't leave these things. The only time when you are leaving these tails is when you realize that the market retested more before them. Like example, you can see there are many candlesticks here, which means actually this becomes our support. We can delete this one. But in a situation where you don't have lot of supports, you can actually take it. Okay, looking for example to do that, so that you can actually see what I'm talking about. Okay, like let's take example here, this one. You can see we don't have many candlesticks above it, which means this is our, when we mark, we are going to use this one. We are not going to skip this tail. Okay, and if you do that, you're actually doing something wrong. Okay, as I've said, we are going to use this tail because there are no many candlesticks declaring it invalid. You can see it worked here. This is our support. You can see this is our support and this is our support. All right, I will make a video specifically for this one. Now I was just showing you head and shoulder.